What entailed that? What came with that job, Jim? What do you have to do as a talent relations guy? Because I remember back in the day reading about like when the whole Jeff Jarrett controversy happened, where Jeff Jarrett was holding up Vince for money because he had the Intercontinental title, and I heard, does that go through your department then? Are you in charge of these kind of things? What happened with talent relations?
Yeah, that was on my watch as my issue to deal with. You know, I learned a lot. Everything that bad happens to you in life, if you choose to, you can address it in a lot of ways. You can carry it with you, and it can always be a bad memory. Or you can learn from it and turn the negative into a positive to the degree that, God, I'm glad I had that experience, but I'm never going to do that again. So that's kind of how I looked at a lot of things. You know, I was under the impression that Jeff and I had a verbal agreement to extend his contract, and that was the conversation we'd had. And there was a handshake, and his contract was ending on the day of the pay-per-view there in Cleveland, where he was going to wrestle China, which I never thought was a good booking either, but that's another story. I'm not big on women wrestling men on TV anyway for money, for payday. The intergender wrestling thing is not my bailiwick.
Not mine either, JR. Not mine at all.
It's illogical.
Yes.
It's illogical. I mean, it doesn't compute. So, in any event, he showed up on the last day of his contract, and basically it was a little power play. And I would have been happy to say, you know, I think today McMahon probably would have said, well, you know, if you don't want to do your business on the last day of your contract, or maybe his contract ended the day before, I'm not real sure, then hit the door. You know, we'll see you. Thanks for your services. Good luck on your future endeavors, all that good stuff. And let him go. And then tell the people on television that you had a contractual impasse with your Intercontinental Champion, who apparently didn't want to wrestle China. So we're gonna have a match, and the winner will be the Intercontinental Champion or whatever. Yeah. It's fiction, for God's sake. So you tell a story that's a little bit plausible, and you still have the match with China versus a guy. But that was the big selling point. It wasn't the fact that the Intercontinental title was red hot. It was the fact that it was China wrestling for the Intercontinental title. It was a nice storyline.
Right.
But in any event, I was responsible for negotiating all the contracts, dispersing all the discretionary income, hiring, firing, the drug program, the recruiting, the training, the discipline. I booked a lot of events. I handled all the payroll for the talents, and I sat in on executive meetings with the chairman. So I had plus I wore a black hat on Monday night and became JR, the wrestling announcer. So it was a full-time gig, to say the least, but one that it was a great run, and you know, I look back at it and wish I'd done this differently or that differently, but all in all, I'm proud of my body of work and the great people I got to provide an opportunity to live their dream.